What's up, everybody? This is Tuff Talk Toronto. This is Katrina.
This is Denean.
And this is Tuff Talk Tuesdays.
Yes, sir.
So what are we talking about today?
What are we talking about today?
No, I'm joking.
Honestly, so let's like...
I'm gonna start answering. No, I don't want to lie to you guys. I forgot. I won't take... There, I said it. I forgot it. I'm sorry. So we're just going off of, like the top of our head right now.
That's what we should be doing anyway.
No, I like having a plan. Anyways, guys. How do you feel about hickeys?
Ooh.
And I'm only asking that question, not because I'm like
because
a weirdo.
You see the hickey.
No, I don't see it. But yeah. We received this message from one of our supporters in our DMs. Yes, you guys can do that. You can send us your tough topics to us, sending us a DM. She told us to listen to this video. I'm going to play a little bit of it, and hopefully you guys can hear it properly. And just tell me what you think.
Okay, put it closer to the mic, maybe.
Thanks, Denean.
Grown woman, a hickey on the neck, passion mark on the neck is not cute. Grown women don't walk around, bosses don't walk around, women of God don't walk around with passion marks on their neck. So I automatically knew that whoever this dude that she was dating was extremely childish, you know, and she thought it was cute. If you want to put a mark on me and give me a ring, a grown woman.
Yeah.
Just stop that nonsense. Who is that?
First of all, I don't know.
Is this a random person? First of all,
I think it was like an interview.
She's very...
Okay, go ahead.
She's very adamant about the hickey. First of all,
Denean.
First of all, anybody that wants to have a hickey on their neck, that's their prerogative. I don't see why it would be an issue for anybody so passionately to be an issue for anybody in regards to what? So you're not a child of God because you walk around with a hickey on your neck? You get what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that people do, so what? Nobody's really a child of God when you think of it. You get what I'm saying? Because a lot of things people do that I don't approve of.
Okay, but I think what she's trying to say is... I mean, I'm pretty sure you know what she's trying to say.
Yeah.
She's basically saying hickeys should not be so exposed. That's how I take it.
You too? You don't think it should?
No, but I'm just saying I think this is how she's taking it.
Okay.
You can still get your hickey. Because keep in mind, guys, everybody, let's say, is, you know, it's like they're really religious and stuff. They have to be freaky sometimes. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
sneak freak.
You can get hickeys,
yeah.
but just be secretive about it.
That's what she's saying.
That's how I see it.
That's how you see it.
That's how I see it.
So you think if someone has a hickey, okay, if you're gonna go get a hickey, you're doing your thing, whatever, then your spouse or whomever is sucking off your neck, okay? You didn't tell them to do that.
No, I
did it.
Right.
But now you're supposed to hide it. So
no, I'm not saying to hide it. What I'm saying is do it in the right spots. You don't have to do it on the neck. You can give hickey somewhere else that doesn't have to be exposed. If you know that the person has a job to go to the next day, right? Do it. Yeah. Do it. I don't know. If you want to be weird about it, do it in their armpit. If you want to be like... joking. No. If you want to be like... if you want to be like really like secret about it and it feels good, do it below. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying.
Below the belt?
But down there. Yeah. So,
But down.
Can you stop? Manager, stop. So be secretive about it. So, but then I know the way that she's saying that guy's definitely childish. The one that gave her that hickey on her neck is childish. That's completely ignorant
to say. Yeah,
completely ignorant.
It could be her opinion, but just how she's coming about it.
Yeah.
Sorry, lady, I don't know you.
I don't know who she is. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure you're a really nice woman, but maybe. What you just said. But you know what? They probably edit it that way for us to hear that snippet.
True.
So we need to know that.
That's usually what happens. Yeah. I will agree. So it's maybe
what we heard, ignorant.
That sounded ignorant because at the end of the day, I could disagree with a lot of things. Okay, right? But I'm not gonna make it sound like if I'm saying my opinion on a matter, I'm not gonna make it sound judgmental like that. Because who are we to judge anything? Like, what if that's what they want to do, or what if the person that gave the hickey, that's just what they want to do.
But what if that's what happened? But what if that's what just happened?
Yeah.
Like you're in the moment and you don't realize you're on that spot sucking off the person's neck.
I'll tell you a story.
Hickeys are
One time I made out and This guy sucked my lips so hard.
No,
okay.
It was not swollen.
Okay, you remember Martin? That Martin where he was all bruised up? Yo, I came out looking mashed up. I was like, yo, buddy.
Yo, no, hold on, manager. You need to insert the picture right here so everybody on YouTube can see that.
I'm like, where's the ice?
Jokes.
I'm like, how am I supposed to go to work? Like, my lips are huge. It was bigger than my head. Like, so I'm like, yo, honestly, but it's a real thing. So I'm not telling no one to suck off my lip like that.
And you mean it's in the moment. It feels good. I'm not gonna tell you to stop.
Exactly.
So it's there. Sorry, I'm not gonna cover it up too. I'm not gonna cover it up.
It's a conversation starter. I must tell you that.
Yes, it is.
People are gonna be like, so is that a bruise or did you?
But why are you being so up in my neck?
Right, and then you say I walked into a door.
Right. Or I woke up and a spider bit me on my neck. See, we're helping them out. A spider bit. Or you bumped into the pole. You're a stripper. Okay, so bumped into the pole. I don't know.
Okay, listen. So Katrina, going based off of the same question.
Yeah.
Would you automatically assume that if your man came into the house and say you guys are together, and man came into the house and had something on his neck, do you think that you would automatically assume it's a hickey and go, yo, what's on your neck? Or
obviously.
Would you okay.
I'm going to, but how I approach it is going to be sneaky. I'm not going to be, oh my gosh, da. First of all, what if you have to go close up? You know, it's your man, so you can go up close, like this. Try to see what it looks like. Yeah, for people that's listening to us right now, I'm inching closer and closer to Denean. I'm going to, like, expose you. Social distance, I'm sorry.
I'm just joking. But come. Okay, so listen. The thing is, would you, because me personally, I would just say it. I'd be like, what is that on your neck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he's done
why are we sugarcoating
anything too, right? Why are you having it exposed?
Okay, now that's the question. Would you automatically assume, because if it's just exposed, would you assume he's that dumb, or something could have just happened, irritation?
It's not going to happen at one spot like that, though.
Yeah, I've seen stuff like that happen.
Looking like a mosquito bite?
Like a redness or an irritation, people scratch and, you have like a red...
But you know how hickeys look over time, how they develop.
Yeah.
So over time it's not going to be like red and rashy all the time. It'll turn into a bruise, and then you'll know, I think you'll know it's a hickey. Oh, okay. Especially if it's on that one spot on the neck. But yeah, he's disrespectful for coming into the house, exposing that stuff in our house. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You should be covering it up.
That's true.
That's just my perspective.
Well, okay. Did you have something to say, or no?
Yeah, no, you good?
Okay. All right. Well, yeah, that lady, I don't know. That's her opinion, whatever. Shout out to whoever that was. Your opinion's your opinion at the end of the day. I can't even judge her for her opinion, right? But at the same time, just gotta be kind of mindful on how people's opinions, how your opinion is or portrayed, right?
And like we said, we didn't hear the full video too.
Yeah.
So any other questions you have in your head?
Currently no. Do you have any? That one just branched off of that question that you had. So yeah. Oh, there's a question there?
Oh.
Yeah.
I got a question. Speaking of hickeys, would you... I heard of some people like smelling their man's business. Yeah, to see if it's been stepping out.
That's just no.
Is that excessive, or would that be like
I completely
a necessary
think
step?
That's excessive, and if you have to start sniffing your man's private parts, you turn into a hound, okay? Like a dog. You shouldn't have to even get to that step. If you're getting to the point where you have to sniff your man's crotch and know if he's cheating or whatever the case is, that is crazy. Like it should never get to that point. Have you ever sniffed?
No. Are you whack? No. Well, I mean, when you're down there, you're gonna smell something, but right?
Question. I got a follow-up question. When your man comes in from work, does he have to shower before you go down there, or can you just dive right in?
You gotta scrub yourself. You don't want to smell flipping all day balls, like, you know what I'm saying? That's like all day balls. Like, when you get home from work as a female, you want to bathe. Like, I don't care. I don't know if I'm scornful. People could call me scornful. And I wouldn't even be disrespectful to have me running around all flipping days, sweaty. And then you have, so as soon as you come in, someone's like on your neck, all, like it's disrespectful to them. You need to bathe your skin before interactions. Unless you're like, you know, throughout the day and stuff like that. Like it's like midday and you're meeting up, but at the end of a long day, feet, like everything, like you have to think of the smells from a long day.
Katrina's silent.
Yeah, she's
I'm letting her talk because people say that I cut her off. No, go ahead.
Oh, you cut me off? I never noticed.
Okay.
I didn't know that before.
Okay,
so what I'm sorry. I'm getting very passionate. I'm like, slap.
I'm agreeing with you. I completely agree with you.
I thought you weren't agreeing because you're the type of person, like, after days of work, you're like, yo,
no,
let's just get it in.
I'm a germaphobe, so...
Okay, so
I mean... And you also have to think of the guy. You don't want him smelling, you know, yourself if you're sweaty. So not just because you don't want to smell, they probably don't want to smell you either. So...
That's debatable. That's debatable. I'm just okay. So anywho, yeah, that was I don't know anyone that would think differently, and if they do, I'm not judging you. I just think it's nasty. That's all.
Oh.
No, it's for real. I just think it's kind of nasty. Would you like bathe your skin?
You know there are people out there that have
bathe your skin
fetishes.
Oh, so yeah. So they into like the weird things.
It's not considered weird, but they enjoy.
A fetish is weird usually. Like,
hey, what's the weird?
Have the weirdest fetish
you for weird? To perform a weird fetish for them.
Hell flipping no. Never. No one. Come on.
Nobody wanted to like look at your feet and then him. Like,
I would be like, what? That's weird to me. First of all, I laugh a lot anyway, so I'd be like, what are you? I would die of laughter. Like, what are you talking about? You want to see my feet? Like,
no, like, cause they can do
what to my feet? Do what?
Like stuff with like their feet. You do stuff with.
Oh, have you done that before? You have to do the. I was gonna demonstrate it. Like.
So you've done it before.
No, I haven't
demonstrate it.
We all come on.
Okay,
we all watch
exposing.
We all watch certain things. Okay, sometimes.
Oh, so that's what you like to watch.
No.
Okay. Noted.
I knew she's gonna
note.
I knew she's gonna
noted. Okay,
Flipped.
see now, see our audience now getting a chance to know what you like.
Yeah. I got the weird fetish assuming. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of fetishes and stink, would you guys ever wear your underwears for like a few days and sell it to people? Because people have those fetishes. And why not make
money? Hell the fuck yeah.
I mean,
make bare money.
How much are we making for this?
You know that you're not gonna do it for 12 cents. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you're gonna have
gonna be some good money.
Like 1,000 a pair.
I mean,
hell the fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure guys would do it too, but who wants to smell guys' underwear?
Ew. Some guys don't even wash their body properly. Let's be honest. Like, I'm not even trying to be mean, but like, yeah, that's
ew.
Nah.
But for sure. I mean, the only thing your face is not going to be next to the panty, so they're not going to know it's yours. But
yeah. Oh yeah.
It's going to be anonymous.
I'm just going to feel nasty.
But haven't you seen the vending machines? They actually sell
what vending machines?
Used panties.
In where? Not here.
Somewhere in Asia. I don't really know where, but there's a vending machine of used panties.
I'll birth right now. Yo. What are you telling me?
People like the smell of women. Women have like a nice scent, especially when it's close to the time of the month. I'm sorry, it's really, really. But when you're in heat, I think when people say when women are in heat, when animals are in heat, it actually happens to us. Like guys get turned on by us. It's like our vibes.
There's a certain they always said. I thought that was supposed to be after your period though. They say there's a certain pheromones. There's a certain scent that you give off after the fact.
I heard it was in the beginning and then a lot like stronger at
Because think of it if it makes it it could be stronger after because it would make more sense though because
ovulation.
after you go to ovulation, right? So that would be that attraction part of it. Like
when you think about it, that's how guys are in the club. Like they're like a lion creeping through the grass and waiting to pounce on them when you go down to the club.
I don't do clubs, so.
But you know, when guys want you, when guys are thirsty and know what they want, they linger. They linger and then they pounce on you.
Thirsty is a disease.
Has anybody said that you're thirsty?
Oh man, never in life. First of all, I've never been called thirsty. But if I was called thirsty, it would hurt my feelings too.
It would hurt my feelings too. Oh my gosh. And you know that someone would say it like harshly too.
Yeah, like, you're thirsty, what? I didn't even want you. What are you talking about?
That's what guys, you know how hard it is for guys to get a girl's number? Think about it.
I feel sorry for guys. And I'm going to tell you a story. This happened to a friend of mine, okay? Do you remember Freaky Stories? That's right.
Yeah.
So, anywho, I guess some guy must have been trying to talk to her, whatever the case is. And, you know, we're rude sometimes, right? So she must have said, no way, like, no. And, dude, I guess people were around. And the man punched her in her head back. Yeah. And went and jumped on the bus.
Okay, so he punched her and dipped?
Yeah, like, I guess he felt embarrassed because she's like,
did she get hurt?
Well, of course.
Well, I don't know. I'm thinking like a soft punch. But it was like an actual punch.
I don't know. I wasn't there, but like I heard the story, so I was like, oh man, that was a long time ago. But let me tell you something. As shocking as that sounds, I think that, and that's never, you can't justify that, right? No guy should be thumping no girl in the head because he got rejected. Like, you're a loser.
Low self-esteem.
Yeah. But the thing is,
and vice versa.
And vice versa, yeah. No man should put no hand on no girl, and no girl should put no hand on no man.
Fight with your words.
Yeah, if you have to fight with your words, go back to like bleaching clothes and stuff. Then I'm not condoning that, but it's better than physically touching somebody.
Now you're like, why go and get a charge for a man because of a man? Like,
but the thing is, what I say is, now if the man gets cheese and thump you, and you've been hit, like, our hits hurt too. You know what I mean?
Of course.
Like, a guy's not gonna sit there and a girl's gonna thump him. And they're
not gonna sit there and be like it. They're gonna get irritated by it.
Exactly.
It's like poking the bear.
Exactly. But you know what? I just feel like everyone should keep their hands to themselves.
Agreed.
Right? But back to what I was trying to say. Sorry. What was I trying to say now?
You said that.
I lost my train of thought.
No, that for a man to like hit a woman because of rejection.
So the thing is, I feel sorry for guys because rejection's already hard. Us as females, we don't have to necessarily go out and always approach
and if you
a guy.
Women, you are strong because you know how you would take rejection.
Of course, and guys get rejected 100% of the time. A lot of times, I always hear
100% of the time. Not 100,
like 95. So the thing is, well, it depends on the guy, right? But the thing is, guys now, like, imagine you're asking girls, and we're always like, no. And I always hear guys
say, how do you politely say no?
I have to think about that. I was like, I was gonna say no.
No. Say no.
But I just be like, no thanks. No, you just say either an excuse or, you know,
do you ever take the number and then just block it right away, or take the number or give a fake number? Have you ever given a fake number?
I've given fake numbers before, and then I'm like, I don't care. So like, cause some guys, that's when I used to give fake numbers, and then guys got the hint, so they would start going, okay, I'm gonna call you right now, save my number.
Oh yeah.
And then you're looking at your phone, they're looking at their phone, you're like, oh shoot.
Right.
So then you're like, oh, maybe did I say what? What did I say?
Did I say 967-1111?
I meant
yeah.
Exactly. So we'll say the real one. So that's when they start getting smarter. So then now, well, not now, but before, what I would do now is, anyways, what I would do is, I would just give the number because not necessarily if they call you, they're going to get you anyway, right? But if you do happen to get me, hey, who is this? It's the person you met at blah blah blah. Devontae. Yeah, that you met at da da da. So then I go, okay. You talk for a few minutes and go, oh, I'm busy. I'll call you back.
Oh, you're one of those.
Yeah, I'll call you back.
You're the runaways.
Then you never call back. You just delete.
Oh my gosh.
Delete the number, block the number.
Like I tell my girlfriend, if you want to block a guy, block them when they're sleeping. Remember I said
block them when they're sleeping.
Yeah, do it with like when they're like 2:00 in the morning, so they're not on their phone. Just block them. and then they wake up and then you're gone.
Until or they bump into you. Do you ever bump into people you stop talking to?
Yes, it's so awkward.
I never in my life, like,
especially when it was like a wood. Right.
If I don't, like, if I stop talking to anybody, friend or foe, someone I used to talk to, whatever, I never bump into them again. I don't know what it is, but I don't want to bump into them anyway. So it saves those awkward conversations anyway. So yeah, I never have. You have?
Yeah, but can I just go back to the rejection thing?
Yeah.
So guys, just work on your game. That's what you have. That's what it boils down to.
Yeah,
I mean, and girls stop being harsh or rude.
Yeah.
But have I bumped into anybody? Yes. That I didn't want to?
Yeah.
No, not yet. No. But someone that I wanted to bump into, because I have like, oh, that first, they say if you let someone go and they come back.
Oh, that dumb, I hate that saying. If you love someone, let them go, and if they come back to you, they were always yours or meant to be or some nonsense.
Or right? I just think they're going to come back to do more toxic things.
That too. But I don't always necessarily think, like, yo, I say people leave and for a reason. And once they're gone for a reason. You know what I'm saying? So now, for example, that whole... Because I've heard people say that to me a lot of times. Oh, if you love something, let it go. Why am I letting go of something that I love? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you don't want to also be blinded by the fact that you're really not happy. You know, like, remember we were talking about that attachment? What was it,
Are you attached or...
something. You have to realize that the relationship that you're in is actually healthy and not be blinded by love.
That's okay. So you have a question?
Yeah. Speaking of letting somebody go and hopefully hoping they'll come back, what about soul ties? Like, if somebody you have a soul tie with who is like, you feel like this is your person, but they go.
Ooh. And they leave you?
Or like you guys just
drift apart?
Yeah, but you guys still have that connection.
I think if that's the case, if we drift apart and we have that connection, I think that no matter what, if that person is supposed to be your person regardless of the connection, they're gonna come back.
See, so the saying is right. So the saying was right. So you agree with everybody then.
So the saying is right because I feel like...
So they're just seeing it from a soul ties perspective.
Yeah.
Because do you think you're going to bump into that person again?
I think if you're meant to, regardless if you're going to be with that person or whatever the case is, I think if you're meant to meet someone and meant to connect with somebody, it's going to happen regardless, right? Regardless of anything. So I think if they do leave, it's unfortunate, but I was not against that saying, but now when I'm really thinking about it deeper, it makes perfect sense.
It does make perfect sense.
It makes perfect sense.
And have you ever experienced that before, that you feel that you're connected to someone?
I felt that before. I completely had... Yeah,
could you feel it and then it drift off? That means that person wasn't really... Could they be your soul tie for, like, temporarily? Or...
Could they... It could be quite possible. Or... you're still tied in some way, if it's mentally or whatever the case is, if not physically. But I feel like you can still be tied to them, but I feel like in any occasion or any like relationship, whether it's friendship or you're with someone in a relationship, whatever, if you start like drifting off with the talking and type of like things like that, you're gonna eventually just kind of, all that connection you had is going to kind of drift, right? Because to connect, I feel like you have to communicate. That's how you connect with anybody, right? So if you start to talk to someone constantly and then you guys stop talking, eventually it's going to be like, okay, I don't have that connection no more. You get what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, so that's how it would drift off because the connection's gone. So that's how it's temporary.
Yeah.
Okay. I completely agree. I think that's a beautiful thing. If you're connected with someone through the soul, that's so deep, and I don't think that's something you would want to drift off. And I don't think you would even naturally drift off because your energy is just so strong when you're together. I don't see that ever drifting apart. Do you?
With the connection?
Yeah, like how if the soul is so strong, connection so strong, how could it ever drift off?
That's true, but we will think sometimes a connection is super strong, but that's how you know if a connection's really that strong, because I don't think you would drift off.
That's what I'm saying. It has to be so strong for it to never drift off. Yeah.
But then that's when I would feel like, yeah, that's the person. Like, you know what I mean? That would
that's
be
when
your
you
person.
propose to him, right?
Yeah. I know. I completely agree. So, I think. Do you feel that with your soulmate though? Everybody. Do you think that you could have multiple soulmates?
Yes.
Okay. And do you feel like soulmates have to be, it doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship though?
What do you mean?
As in, you could find soulmates in friendships, in family members.
I mean, like not loving,
not romantic.
Of course. Okay. I mean, that's how you have best friends for life.
Right, so there's a couple more questions in regards to soulmates and things like that that we could cover going for the next episode. We're not going to keep this one too long today because we have some, I think we have a guest next episode, right?
Okay.
I think we do. And correct me if I'm wrong. So what we'll do is we're going to have it a longer episode for everyone. The last two are kind of short, but we don't want to, we're going to switch it up every now and then. Have some long ones, some short ones, whatever. But once again, this is Tuff Talk Tuesday. Oh, let me big up the oils again. This is Yvonne Wright, and I said it in the last video as well. We'll have her information. It's just natural oils for natural hair. So big up Yvonne Wright.
Okay guys, that was another episode of Tuff Talk Toronto. I am Katrina. And that's Denean. And you know what? We'll see you guys next week.